you go, Abigail. You made it. Hey, Janet. Hello there. Today is Friday. It's our noontime midday mindfulness moment. And I'm absolutely delighted that you chose to be here with us today. Today, we are talking about a topic that is very, very powerful as a practice: forgiveness. Forgiveness. Ooh, I'm going to start out by reading a little story to you. So you can just sit and listen and watch, or you can sit and listen with your eyes closed, however it's comfortable. Hi, Mom. Mwah. Here's how the story goes. Two monks were walking down the street one day. They arrived at a muddy stream crossing, and a very well-dressed woman was declaring without introduction, "Don't just stand there. Somebody pick me up and carry me across this mud." Without pause, the older monk lifted her across. She said nothing, not even a thank you. The two monks continued to walk all day. The younger one, stewing in his mind, how could he have possibly picked her up? We're not supposed to touch women. We're not even supposed to talk to them. And she was so rude. Someone should say something to her. She did not deserve our help. Finally, once they arrived at the inn for dinner, the younger monk could not hold himself back any longer, and he declared to the older one, "What were you thinking? She was nasty and you broke the rules, and she didn't even say thank you." And the older monk smiled gently and replied, "Wow, I put that woman down hours ago. Clearly, you've been carrying her still all of this time." So that story just speaks to how when we notice injustices, or when when we feel like we're wronged, we carry that with us for a long time. We carry it as anger, we carry it as resentment, we carry it in a whole lot of emotional ways in our body. You know where you carry your emotions strongly in your body, but know that when we are holding on to these things, it takes up space in our mind and in our body, takes up emotional space, and it can really consume us and grip us. And when we make the choice to forgive, hi, Layla. When we make the choice to forgive, we're making the choice to let it go. In yogic terms, we have one of our tenets is aparigraha. Aparigraha is all about releasing, non-coveting, non-gripping, non-hoarding, and just letting things go that don't serve us. And it doesn't serve anyone well to hold on to anger and resentment. It is a gift that you give yourself to choose to forgive in order to find freedom. So just a few more notes about forgiveness, and then I'm going to guide you in a little bit more of an extended practice today. Know that forgiveness is a practice. It takes time, it takes courage, it takes dedication, it takes strength. And when we offer forgiveness, we are offering ourselves freedom. So forgiveness is not giving someone a free pass to continue with wrongdoing. Forgiveness is not condoning the actions that were unjustly placed upon us. When you forgive, you don't even have to allow space in your life to let that person back in. What forgiveness is doing is telling yourself, you know what? I'm not going to carry this any longer. I'm not going to hold myself victim to these circumstances anymore. Aparigraha, Mike. It is just a really true gift that you can give yourself. And it's very critical to our mental and physical well-being. We all suffer. We all suffer traumas, and your trauma can be with a little t or a capital T. And I think in this day and age, what we're dealing with globally right now, everyone's suffering a little bit. So how can you find in your heart space the energy of forgiveness? How can you practice forgiveness so that you're not letting things grip you so tightly, so that you can find freedom for joy, freedom for gratitude, freedom for just a little bit of space to feel at ease? Again, it doesn't mean being passive or not taking action. I'm just looking at some notes here to make sure I didn't forget anything. We're just releasing the energy of suffering to create more space for new opportunities and new sensations. So with that said, one of my favorite quotes about forgiveness is giving up hope for rewriting the past. Just letting it go. because the past is done. There's nothing we can do to change what has happened. And at this point, the past is just an illusion of our mind. And we can make the choice to take with us the lessons that we've learned in life to help inform and enrich our future. But why would you take something that's going to contaminate your future, right? And so forgiveness gives you that chance to break from that mental looping, break from the emotional gripping, break from just, again, all that you carry from that moment of suffering so that it's not going to ruin the present moment or all the moments to come. It is a conscious choice. It is a practice. Forgiveness is a practice. All right. So we are going to, I'm going to guide you in a forgiveness meditation. So I'm going to invite you into any comfortable position that your body wants to get into right now. Maybe you're laying down, maybe you're sitting, whatever it is for you that feels comfortable and easy and effortless in the body, invite that. Take a big breath in. Open the mouth, let the breath go. Do that twice more. Inhale. Fully exhale, cleansing whatever you're holding. Last one, big breath in. Full breath out. Seal the lips and invite the breath to come in and out with ease. Your body always knows how to breathe itself, so we can just let that be naturally, comfortably. And remember that forgiveness is a practice. We do a little bit each day. And it's best not to force yourself to forgive anything that you're not ready to forgive. Simply acknowledge what may come up for you as I guide you down this contemplative journey with a non-judgmental attitude, and let whatever emotions arise naturally. Let them come and go. You can always come back to using your body or your breath as an anchor if the mind starts to get distracted or uncomfortable. So continue expanding your awareness to the whole body, noticing any strong emotions you're holding right now or any sense of restlessness. Just notice how the body and the mind and the heart are feeling. Let your awareness ride the wave of the breath, inviting the possibility that each breath offers to relax and let go just a little bit more. Allow a kind attention to sweep through the body, letting go and letting be. Now bring to mind someone who has been present in your life, someone whom either intentionally or unintentionally you have harmed in some way, through actions, through words, through presence or absence. Bring to mind someone where it feels unresolved, perhaps burdensome. And as you invite this person into your mind's eye, take a few moments to visualize this person, noting the details of their appearance. When you are ready, gently say this person's name to yourself and ask for forgiveness for how you have harmed this person intentionally or unintentionally. Say this person's name and say, "Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me for any actions I did or words that I said whether intentional or unintentional, that have caused you harm. Continue with or without the name as if speaking to this person directly, trusting yourself to ask for forgiveness in a way that feels authentic, feels natural, feels just right for you. Try not to get lost in the content of the story. You don't need to fully replay the details of the actions or the words. Just be present for this energy of forgiveness coming from your heart space. Take your time, repeating it at your own pace. May I be forgiven. And what's most important here, are not the words, but the felt sense of that offering and that request for forgiveness. As much as you can, allow it to come from your heart space with the intention of healing, asking for and being open to receiving forgiveness. Take a few more moments, staying in this space. And then begin to let go of the images or thoughts of that particular person or that particular incident that called upon you to ask for forgiveness. As we transition to the next part of this meditation, notice how you're feeling. What are you holding? What have you released? Be aware of the sensations in the body and the breath. Take a few deep, easy breaths. And now bring to mind someone in your life, whether past or in the near past or current, who has harmed you in some way, physically, emotionally, with their presence or their absence. They've done something, they've said something that has offended you, that has hurt you, that has scarred you in some way. Notice the details of this person's appearance and what feelings arise as you evoke their imagery. And when you are ready, begin to offer this person forgiveness. Saying to the person in your own mind, using their name, I forgive you. I forgive you for the ways you have harmed me intentionally or unintentionally. I forgive you. I forgive you. Repeat at your own pace a few more times, trusting yourself to forgive in a way that feels just right for you. It feels authentic, it feels natural, it's comfortable. Try not to get lost in the content of the story. Just be present to offer forgiveness to this person. Feel the grip loosening. Feel the reins slipping out of your hands. Feel yourself carving out freedom emotionally and physically as you let this go. Now begin to let those thoughts or images fade away, connecting back with the sensations of the body to tell how you're feeling right now. As you bring the awareness back into the breath, take a few deep breaths in And then begin to visualize yourself. Notice the details of your own appearance and bring to mind some way that you have perhaps harmed your own self. So bring to mind something that you wish to forgive yourself for. Maybe it's self shaming or self judging. Maybe it's an opportunity that you took that wasn't right for you or denied that was a good opportunity. Something that perhaps caused harm in some way. And when you are ready, offer yourself that same open hearted, compassionate forgiveness by saying your own name and repeating, I forgive you. I forgive you. Really feel the genuine sentiment cultivated from your heart space. I forgive you. May I forgive myself, trusting that you are offering this forgiveness in a way that feels authentic, feels real, feels just right now. So spend a few moments and take a few breaths, giving yourself the forgiveness that you deserve and that you need in this moment, letting it all go. And begin to let that imagery fade away as you just take a few moments to offer yourself gratitude. It takes a lot of courage, a lot of confidence, renders yourself really vulnerable when we begin this practice of forgiveness. So thank yourself for being willing to try it, to take a risk, but know that you are offering yourself such a beautiful, generous gift by making the choice to let it go in your mind, to let that energy of resentment and anger go from your body. Give yourself thanks for taking care of your own heart, for lightening your burdens, for releasing any hurts, any suffering that has accumulated in your life. You are giving yourself freedom right here, right now. The freedom to be, freedom to feel, the freedom to move forward in your life with a greater sense of ease. I share with you one of my favorite quotes from Martin Luther King Jr., the great Reverend. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. And hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. So if you're ready, you're welcome to open your eyes once again, joining us here in this virtual community. I am so grateful that you chose to practice forgiveness with us today, and I hope that you're feeling a little bit lighter in your heart and in your body. If you would like to talk about anything that we practiced today, or if you want any links to the quotes, or just if there's anything I can do to help you in your practice of forgiveness, let me know. Send a comment below or send me an email at eatyogadrink@gmail.com, and I would be delighted to chat more with you about forgiveness. Thank you so much. Hang on just a moment. I wanted to let you know